All right, people. I got a bearish plan for the SPY, but like I always said, confirmation is key, and I'm going to explain why. It's a theory I have. First of all, we do have this gap to fill. Second of all, there are visionary line pivots that I'm looking at. But first of all, let's talk about everything because confirmation is going to be key, okay, on this. So let's talk about this carefully, people. But this is the plan here because this I can see making a possible great move and something that we could hold. uh, Based on, and again, I'll be making updates if necessary on power trigger trade. So the SPY, okay, the SPY can test 238 to 236. The September the 1st, 244.50 puts could be used. This is a key point, people. This is a key pivotal option to use. You want to use these minimum. So the September 1 245.50 puts could be used. I will be explaining some key info inside the video. That's right, people. So listen, people, very carefully. I want to talk about, so the SPY needs to break below the 243.40 pivot on some good action volume. And good action volume is 10 million at least on a 10-minute chart. Now, if the volume, now here's the thing, people, this 243.40 pivot could be a place where the SPY doesn't want to go lower and it could bounce off a bit. So the actionary point of how we break that is very key. So if we get the strong volume through that, that would be a good sign to take action with the September 1 244 puts. However, if we don't get that, we would want to see some basing below that and look for power towards 243.40. Now, at the same time, even when we start confirming, I will explain in the video, okay, about all that. Well, I did that already. I will explain in the video plus what 242 pivot means as well. So the 242 pivot, people, I don't know if you realize, but on Monday, on this day here, I talked about a 242 pivot, and it happened to be, near the 100-day, but I mean the 100-day moving average was lower, right? But nonetheless, this 242 pivot, you know, we couldn't stay below 242, and we got that bounce up. And of course, this is just squeezing some people that are very bearish the market, right? This is what this was. But we rallied up on low volume. So now listen, people, the key is confirmation here. This does favor lower prices, but this could also still be a very defensive zone, and how we act towards that level would be key. So if we act very weak towards that level, that would mean a good reason to hold. If we do not, I might want to exit. We need to break that decisively, basically. And again, we need action of the market. Okay, this is why I need more. I go by what's going on because I can see more action. But the plan is to have a plan of action, is which we do. And sometimes we need to make updates, or everything is fine, and I can say, let's keep holding. So keep that in mind. That's why you want to follow me if this thing confirms, because this is a visionary line pivot idea here. Not as good as the Tesla one, but it's good if we can get to these. It'll be very good if we can get to these targets. Okay, but first is confirmation, and these two pivot points are going to be key. Okay, so let's talk about the options. All right, people. So here we are at the Yahoo Finance, and the SPY closed down 88 to 44.56. Okay, so now as you can see, we are down. After hours, but still, we still need confirmation. It doesn't matter. Confirmation is key, people, right? So listen carefully now. Let's go. Now there's a lot of options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really scroll down quickly here, and I'm doing that. And all right, so I talked about the 244. We are in the put section here. See, these are P puts, right? So here's the 244. Now look at this, people. Now even the 244s could be used, by the way. So I might talk about the 244s simply because you see we have open interest of 29,000 contracts. I mean, look at the 240s, 91. There's so much trading in this, eh? So that's why I like this. This is kind of a great setup. I like the SPY for lower prices, of course, if it could confirm. And it's going to be interesting to see if it can confirm, right? The SPY. Here's my point, people. I don't talk about bearish trades much, but I know a SPY pulling back to those levels is nothing. It's not even a 33% retracement. It'd be very healthy if we get a pullback. I mean, I would love even for Apple to go and test 250. Be honest with you, just be better options to buy. Since the market is in this uproar, we might as well let it finish it. If it was to give us the proper pullbacks, it may not. it'll make life easier, I believe, a SPY pullback. So anyways, again, confirmation is key, right? So let's, to make it simpler, instead of the 244.5, just because I looked at this carefully again, the 244s could be used. Lots of open interest here. They traded better, by the way, the 244 puts, and the open interest is very high. Look at that, eh? Even on here, the 245s, right? Minimum you want to use these level 244s. You want to be at a pivotal point. You know, even the 245s could be used, but at least minimum 244 September 1 puts. Trust me, great gains can be made. We fall to 240 or whatever. So there you have it, people. All right, people. Welcome to Power Target Trades, the place where I post detailed, powerful plans like you're seeing here. Like I said, people, you can see here, confirmation is key. Study the videos, visit daily. Listen, people, it's all about the confirmation, okay? The SPY doesn't want to confirm. We'll get a better points. It's ready. In my opinion, it's ready. But we've got to see how we act at those key pivots, okay? And these options can make some nice gains with very low risk, high reward, in my opinion. Again, confirmation is key. I'm all about timing things on an alignment. Most people don't have these skills, are far from it, but my system, and you're going to see, I'm demonstrated, is very well. What I did with Tesla today, I tell you, was just remarkably accurate and remarkably powerful. 0% against, people. No word of a lie. No word of a lie. Anyways, people, well, let's see. This SPY trade will not be as smooth, but you never know. That's why confirmation is key, and we will see how we act at the key pivots. For all we know, the SPY doesn't want to confirm, and we can get better prices. Let's wait for confirmation is my key. Don't be a bear. Those yo-yo people who short things with that are 20 points wrong. And there's a particular guy I know who's famous for calling things short, like being short Tesla at 280. I'm pretty sure people know who I'm talking about. And then watching the stock go to 360. That guy's a joke. Anyways, people, unlike this guy, unlike most yo-yos out there, I tell it how it is, people. Confirmation is key. Study the videos, visit daily. Check out my created playlist, because this has powerful plans before and after action, meaning before the action, as it confirms, posted, and the end result, because targets were hit. Very powerful. Listen to this. Study this. This channel is gold, people. A lot of great information. Make sure you subscribe. There's going to be a lot of great things I'm doing. See this picture of me at the end of the video? It's going to appear here in a circle format. Simply click on it. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. I tell you, people, how it is. There's going to be a lot of great things on this channel. What happened today with Tesla was just mind-blowing. Honestly, 0% against. $4,000 down. 10 contracts bought at the August 25, 245 calls. Doubled today. That's what they did for me. They doubled. So if you bought 10 contracts, just an example, with only $4,400, it became $9,300. No word of a lie, and could have made more than that. No word of a lie, people. That was the accuracy and the power, and it all fell by the visionary pivots. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.